Today, I'm breaking down the top tools I tested for automatic captions and turning your long videos into snackable, viral clips. I'll be brutally honest about what each one does well and where they seriously fall short, so you can choose what truly fits your workflow. We're looking at Premiere Pro, VEED, CapCut, Descript, plus those popular Premiere plugins, and then seeing how Vizard fits into this crowded space. Forget the fluff. This is purely about what actually worked for me to scale short-form content without the usual headache. First up is Premiere Pro, which remains the absolute workhorse, especially if you live inside the Adobe ecosystem already. You simply open the text panel, click Transcript, and Premiere will automatically transcribe your entire clip. In Preferences, I recommend setting it to only auto-transcribe clips within the sequence to keep your project panel clean. A huge advantage here is Premiere's support for local transcription if you download the necessary language packs beforehand. This offline capability can genuinely save your day if you're flying or working from a spotty cafe Wi-Fi connection. Editing the transcript feels just like correcting a document in Word, where you double-click to fix a stray period or correct a name. Turning that clean transcript into captions is straightforward by clicking the CC icon and creating your subtitle track. You can then tweak settings like character count and duration to achieve anything from rapid single-word karaoke to full-sentence subtitles. Styling is where Premiere gets powerful, but also a bit tedious, as you can set up an essential graphic style for consistency. However, if you want per-word pop animations or fancy preset effects, Premiere doesn't ship with many out of the box. You can do this manually by converting captions to graphics and adding keyframes, or you can rely on third-party tools to ease the grind. So, Premiere offers absolute control and local transcription, but it is not the fastest for batch repurposing a long video into dozens of shorts. If you are an editor who loves custom motion design, Premiere is gold. But for pure speed and batch output, it's a manual lift. Next up is VEED, which I think absolutely nails accessibility and creative caption styling. VEED is entirely browser-based and boasts a really polished user interface with great speaker detection and impressive language coverage. You upload your clip, go to subtitles, pick your source language, and VEED transcribes almost instantly. You can then translate to another language with a single click, and I found it did a solid job even with languages like Swedish. There is also an animated preview for all the caption presets, so you immediately see how your subtitles will behave on screen. The pros are its amazing language coverage, dead simple usage, and convenience for batch translating into multiple languages quickly. The cons are that you need a solid internet connection since it's browser-based, and building deeply custom reusable presets isn't as easy as in a desktop editor. Also, VEED is really oriented towards caption polish, not necessarily finding the best moment for a clip from a long recording. If your main goal is crisp captions and quick high-quality translations, VEED is certainly a very strong pick. Moving on, CapCut is next, which is famously free, mobile-first, and extremely template-driven in its approach. Being made by the creators behind TikTok really shows, as adding auto captions is incredibly simple within the text menu. You get access to lots of fun, trendy caption templates, plus tiny but delightful UX like hovering to preview fonts before selecting them. These templates perfectly emulate popular social styles, often animating word by word with backgrounds that wrap neatly per line. What CapCut lacks in subtlety, it makes up for in sheer speed, perfect for creators just slapping captions on and posting to TikTok or Instagram. But if your business needs multi-language auto-translation or a robust desktop batching workflow, CapCut isn't the tool to scale with. It remains free, easy, and completely optimized for the volume of quick, single posts, when you just want to churn content without fuss. Descript is a favorite in the industry for a very good reason, primarily because it popularized text-based video editing. You upload, let it transcribe across many supported languages, and then edit the video simply by editing the transcript text. The transcript is incredibly smart. You can fix punctuation or grammar, and it updates the media accordingly in real time. Descript's caption styles, like karaoke or classic, feel intuitive, offering a nice real-time view of what the future words will look like. This tool is fantastic for interview-style content, short podcast clips, and creators who prefer editing primarily by reading and rearranging words. Descript's limitations appear when it comes to high-volume tasks, as it's not built to automatically chop a 3-hour live stream into 50 viral clips. Also, while the styles are clean, there aren't hundreds of flashy preset animations for captions, forcing you to use other tools for flair. There are also plugins that bring caption animation directly into Premiere, often called FireCut-style tools, which are super handy. These offer many preset caption animations like one-word pops or follow text effects, all without leaving your main editing environment. Some even render the animated captions as PNG sequences for faster playback and export inside of Premiere, which is a great performance boost. The downside is that most of these powerful plugins are paid, sometimes subscription-based, and can be a bit clunky to set up initially. Crucially, they speed up the motion design part, but they don't solve the fundamental problem of deciding what parts of a long video are worth clipping. This brings me to the main point. There is a huge gap between simple captioning tools and true content repurposing engines for creators. That is precisely where Vizard becomes genuinely useful, because it's not just a captioner, it's an AI-driven repurposing engine. Vizard automatically identifies the most hero-worthy clips, creates short-ready edits, and packages them into genuinely ready-to-post content. The first killer feature is auto-editing viral clips, where the AI picks the best moments and trims them into polished shorts, saving you hours of scrubbing. Second is auto-schedule, where you set your posting frequency, and the AI handles queuing the content automatically without you having to babysit uploads. The content calendar is the third feature, giving you one central place to schedule, manage, tweak, and publish all your clips across every social platform. In practice, I dropped in a 45-minute interview, and within minutes, I had 20 suggested shorts ready to go. Each one already came with editable captions, suggested thumbnails, and the correct platform sizing already applied, which is huge. I previewed a few, made tiny text tweaks, and scheduled them across platforms in one single session, which is revolutionary for solo creators. This moves you from the endless cycle of making one video at a time to truly publishing consistently without the risk of burnout. Now, to be fair, Vizard is not going to replace deep boutique editing in Premiere for things like complex motion design or detailed color grading. If your content demands studio-level localization and deep language translation, VEED still shines brightly for that specific niche task. But if your primary pain point is turning long content into lots of shorts without hiring an entire edit team, Vizard is built for that exact problem. So here is my recommendation based on what you need most from your toolkit right now. If you have zero budget and just need fast, social-first posts, then CapCut is your best bet with its free templates. For a large number of languages and highly polished, easily translated caption styles, you should lean on VEED. If you prioritize text, first editing, and absolute precise control over every word, then Descript is unmatched. For editors who demand full control and require offline transcription capability, stick with Premiere Pro and its language packs. If you live in Premiere but need those flashy caption animations without leaving the app, a FireCut-type plugin will solve that specific need. Finally, if your goal is massive scale repurposing, consistency, and turning long videos into viral shorts with a built-in calendar, Vizard is the most efficient choice. A practical tip is that you absolutely do not have to pick just one tool for your entire workflow. I often use Vizard to generate the batch of shorts and captions, then bring the best performers into Premiere for final polish or custom motion. Vizard handles the heavy, time-consuming lifting, and then Premiere or Descript is used for the final craft work on the best clips. So to quickly recap, Premiere offers control and offline work, VEED nails translation and presets, CapCut is free for social first, Descript masters text edits, plugins offer Premiere flair for a cost, and Vizard ties the entire repurposing puzzle together. If you are currently overwhelmed with long videos and want to actually publish consistently across platforms, you should really give Vizard a serious look. It is the actual difference between feeling like you are always behind and running a smart, automated content engine. Hit me up in the comments if you want a full walkthrough of my personal Vizard workflow and how I schedule a week of shorts in under an hour. Thanks so much for watching this deep dive. And as always, make sure you keep creating better video for your audience. I'll see you all in the next video. Keep creating great stuff.